No more painful cramps. Eat these every week for healthy muscles. Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night? Your leg frozen in a painful cramp that feels like it will never release? For so many older adults, this scene repeats night after night. The body tenses, sleep shatters, and morning begins with fatigue instead of peace. Doctors may shrug and say, "It's just age." But here's the truth. Cramps are not random punishments of getting older. They are signals, your body's way of whispering, "I need balance, I need care." And that balance doesn't always come from another pill bottle or a complicated treatment plan. In fact, some of the gentlest, most powerful answers are sitting quietly in your kitchen right now. Everyday foods, simple, affordable, natural, can relax tight muscles, restore circulation, and bring back the kind of restful nights you thought were gone forever. Tonight, I'll walk you through 3 surprising allies that fight cramps from within, and I'll also reveal the hidden food traps that make them worse without you realizing. Stay with me until the very end, because I'll share a 2-week rhythm plan. Small, doable steps that have helped many seniors replace restless nights with calm sleep and stronger mornings. So if you or someone you love is tired of those midnight battles with pain, take a moment now to subscribe to this channel, share this video with a friend, and join me on this journey. Because your golden years deserve golden health, and it begins with the choices on your plate. But why do these cramps become more common after 60? And what is your body really trying to tell you? When we think of aging, we often picture things we cannot control. Gray hair, wrinkles, or a body that slows down. But what many people don't realize is that some of the greatest challenges to our health after 60 are not age itself, but rather the foods we continue to eat without questioning. These are the hidden food traps, items that seem harmless, sometimes even advertised as healthy, yet quietly drain strength, stiffen joints, and make sleep shallow. Let's gently but honestly uncover 3 of the biggest offenders. Trap number 1, processed meats. Bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli ham, these foods often hold memories. Backyard cookouts, Sunday breakfasts, or quick sandwiches with grandchildren. They're comforting, familiar, and delicious. But beneath that nostalgia lies a truth worth facing. Processed meats are loaded with sodium and chemical preservatives like nitrates. In small amounts, the body can manage. But eaten regularly, especially in older years, they create a storm inside. Sodium dehydrates muscle fibers, leading to painful cramps at night. Nitrates worsen inflammation, making arthritic joints throb, and hidden saturated fats slow circulation, leaving legs feeling heavy and restless. One study even found that seniors who ate processed meats several times per week reported 30% more leg cramps than those who limited them. The reason? Muscles deprived of proper blood flow and hydration simply misfire. But here's the hopeful truth. No one needs to give up the joy of flavor. Swapping processed meats for grilled chicken, roasted turkey slices, or even beans seasoned with herbs can bring that same comfort without the hidden cost. And when you do indulge once in a while, balance it with extra hydration and vegetables to soften the blow. Trap it 2. Sugary drinks and hidden sugars. A cold soda on a summer afternoon, sweet tea with ice, even that healthy flavored yogurt with breakfast. Sugar hides everywhere, And while it may bring a burst of energy, for seniors it often leads to a sharp crash that affects far more than mood. Sugar spikes insulin, pulling electrolytes out of balance. That's why nighttime cramps often follow an evening dessert or sweetened drink. Blood sugar also influences the nervous system, making it harder for muscles to fully relax, and harder for the brain to drift into deep, restorative sleep. For someone over 60, even small daily habits, like a glass of juice or a flavored coffee, can add up to chronic fatigue, restless legs, and shallow rest. Replacing these traps doesn't mean losing pleasure. Try sparkling water with lemon, herbal teas with cinnamon or ginger, or simply fresh fruit for sweetness. These alternatives not only cut sugar, but also bring hydration and nutrients that soothe, rather than stress, the body. Trap number 3. Refined carbohydrates. White bread, white rice, pastries, pasta. These are comfort foods of another kind, often soft, easy to chew, and familiar. But when grains are stripped of their fiber and nutrients, what's left is quick-burning starch. The result? Blood sugar spikes, then crashes, leaving muscles underfueled and nerves jittery. For seniors, this is especially damaging because muscle repair already slows with age. Every spike and crash means muscles don't get the steady supply of energy they need to recover. And without recovery, cramps, stiffness, and fatigue follow. The solution is not to abandon bread or rice, but to choose their whole grain counterparts. Whole wheat bread, brown rice, oats, and quinoa provide fiber to slow digestion, magnesium to calm muscles, and steady fuel to keep energy balanced. A gentle reminder. It's easy to feel discouraged when hearing about foods to avoid. But remember, this isn't about restriction or guilt. It's about liberation. By letting go of what drains your body, you create space for foods that nourish, soothe, and strengthen. Think of it as trading in an old tool that no longer works for one that supports your journey better. When Mrs. Lee, age 72, decided to swap her nightly soda for chamomile tea with a slice of lemon, she didn't expect much. But 2 weeks later, she realized her legs no longer twitched at night. Sleep came easier. She laughed as she told her daughter, "I thought it was just old age. Turns out, it was my iced tea." Stories like this remind us that small changes can create ripples of relief. It's not about perfection. It's about choosing kindness toward your body, one meal at a time. If these are the foods to let go, what should we welcome instead? Let's explore 3 powerful foods that soothe cramps, calm inflammation, and bring strength back into your nights and mornings. If the hidden food traps quietly drain energy, then there are also gentle heroes waiting on the other side. Foods so simple, so familiar, yet profoundly healing for tired muscles and restless legs. Think of them as companions walking beside you in these golden years, offering steady hands of support when your body feels weary. Let's meet 3 of the most powerful allies for seniors seeking relief from cramps, stiffness, and sleepless nights. Healing food number 1, leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These vibrant greens may not seem glamorous, but they are like nature's silent healers. Rich in magnesium, potassium, and calcium, they provide the minerals that muscles crave to contract and relax properly. Many seniors unknowingly suffer from low magnesium, a deficiency that makes muscles hyperactive and prone to spasms. A single cup of cooked spinach offers nearly 40% of the daily need. When paired with healthy fats like olive oil, Those minerals are absorbed more effectively, nourishing both muscles and nerves. And here's something surprising. Leafy greens don't just ease cramps. They improve circulation, support heart rhythm, and provide antioxidants that calm inflammation throughout the body. That means not only less pain, but also better energy, sharper memory, and a calmer mood. For someone like Mr. Carter, age 68, simply adding a small salad of kale and nuts to his dinners helped cut down his nighttime cramps. "I didn't think vegetables could do that much," he said, "but my legs feel lighter." Healing food, number 2, bananas and other potassium-rich fruits. Sometimes healing comes in the simplest packages. Bananas, often overlooked as just a snack, carry nearly 12% of the daily potassium seniors need in a single fruit. Potassium is the conductor of muscle and nerve communication. Without enough, muscles spasm. With balance, they move in harmony. Bananas also provide magnesium and vitamin B6, both crucial for reducing excitability in nerves and allowing the body to relax before bed. That's why eating one in the evening, paired with a handful of nuts or a slice of whole grain toast, can help reduce nighttime leg cramps and support deeper sleep. And bananas aren't the only allies. Oranges, apricots, and avocados all contribute potassium, hydration, and antioxidants. Together, they act like gentle electricians, keeping the body's wiring smooth and steady. One senior in Florida shared how she began eating a banana and drinking water every evening before her evening walk. Within 3 weeks, the sharp cramps in her calves faded, replaced by a newfound confidence to walk longer without fear of sudden pain. Healing food. 3. Nuts and seeds. Tiny, crunchy, often enjoyed as snacks, nuts and seeds are quiet powerhouses. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. Each carries a combination of protein, magnesium, and healthy fats that muscles love. Magnesium relaxes tense fibers. Protein repairs microtears in aging muscles. Healthy fats reduce inflammation and improve circulation, ensuring oxygen flows freely to every cell. Even omega-3s from walnuts and flax seeds protect against stiffness and pain in joints. For seniors, the beauty of nuts and seeds lies in simplicity. A handful a day, about 20 almonds or a couple of tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, is enough to restore missing minerals without overwhelming digestion. And there's flexibility. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, add them to a salad, or enjoy them plain before bed. Just remember moderation. Too many can upset digestion or add unnecessary calories. But in the right portion, they are a daily insurance policy against cramps. A bigger picture. What makes these 3 foods so healing is not just their nutrients, but how they work together. Leafy greens provide magnesium and calcium, bananas restore potassium and hydration, and nuts deliver protein and healthy fats to bind it all into a system of support. Think of it like an orchestra. Each food plays its instrument. One offers rhythm, another melody, another harmony. Alone, they sound pleasant. Together, they create music that calms the restless body, strengthens the aging muscles, and brings peace to restless nights. And this isn't theory. Across cultures, traditional diets rich in greens, fruits, nuts, and seeds show lower rates of cramps, arthritis, and nighttime discomfort. It's wisdom carried through generations, now confirmed by modern science. A gentle story of hope. Take Mary, 74, who used to dread going to bed because she feared the painful jolts of leg cramps waking her at 2 a.m. After her doctor suggested magnesium, she decided to try food first. Each day she added a banana at lunch, a spinach salad at dinner, and a small handful of walnuts before bed. 4 weeks later, she realized she hadn't had a single night of cramping in over a week. "It feels like I got my nights back," she said, tears in her eyes. Her story isn't unique. It's a reminder that healing doesn't always come in a pill bottle. Sometimes it begins in the kitchen, with simple foods chosen with love. Now that we've uncovered the foods that heal, the question becomes, how do we put them into practice every day without feeling overwhelmed? The answer lies in a gentle, simple rhythm you can follow, one that fits into your life with ease. Healing doesn't happen through sudden change or strict rules. It happens through rhythm, a steady, gentle beat that flows through your days and nights. Think of it as a melody you can hum without effort, something that carries you rather than burdens you. Here's a simple plan, designed for tired muscles and restless legs, that many seniors have found comforting. Morning. Awaken with energy. Start your day with hydration. A glass of water with a slice of lemon wakes up your system and begins replenishing fluids lost overnight. Pair it with a light breakfast. Oatmeal topped with a few almonds or pumpkin seeds. This not only nourishes, but also sets your magnesium and protein levels in motion early. Midday. Balance and strength. At lunch, invite color onto your plate. A spinach or kale salad with olive oil and a sprinkle of nuts brings minerals straight to your muscles. Add a slice of whole grain bread or some avocado, and you'll notice steady energy instead of the sharp spikes and crashes that processed foods often bring. Evening. Calm and restore. Dinner is the time for gentle foods that soothe digestion and prepare you for rest. A serving of leafy greens with warm cooked vegetables, a banana for dessert, and water to keep you hydrated. This combination feeds your body's nighttime repair cycle. And before bed, a handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds. Small, simple, and deeply powerful. Many seniors report fewer cramps and deeper sleep with this tiny ritual. More than a diet, it's a rhythm. This isn't about perfection. It's about giving your body what it has long been asking for: balance, minerals, hydration, and care. Even adding just one of these steps can bring change. Imagine your days flowing with less stiffness, your nights free from sudden jolts of pain, your mornings greeted with energy rather than fatigue. That is the gift of rhythm, gentle, patient, and kind. If this message touched you, or if you know someone who wakes at night with aching legs, share this video with them. Sometimes, the smallest changes open the door to the greatest relief. And if you'd like more gentle guidance like this, subscribe and walk this journey with us, because healing is lighter when we walk together. And so, we come to the heart of this journey. Turmeric, leafy greens, walnuts, water, simple meals, none of them are miracles on their own. But woven together with patience and rhythm, they form a gentle net that catches you when the weight of age feels heavy. Healing is rarely dramatic. It doesn't shout. It whispers. You might notice one morning that your legs feel lighter, or one evening that you fall asleep without the fear of being jolted awake by cramps. These are quiet victories, and they matter deeply. Remember, your golden years deserve golden health. And golden health is not about living without pain entirely. It's about finding ways to move, to rest, and to wake with more comfort, more energy, and more peace. If tonight you take only one step, let it be this. Choose a simple rhythm. A glass of water, a handful of seeds, a warm cup before bed. Repeat it tomorrow, and the next day. Let it become part of you. Now, I want to invite you. Subscribe if you'd like more gentle, science-backed guidance. Share this video with someone you care about. They may need this more than you know. And leave a comment telling us, what small nightly ritual brings you comfort? Because together, through small steps, we create a life of quiet strength and golden peace.